Hello, this is George Senda, the real, official, authentic, original, the one and the only, the official, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube commentators, imposters, trolls, or she slugs who think there's going to be no winter storm back east, which there was. This morning, I felt like I was in a winter storm, electric blanket on. Little girl took over Fluffy's Steelers blanket. Fluffy was not happy. It was absolutely freezing out there, even though it was only 35 when I went out to put wet food and dry food and water out for the kitties. And then an hour later, I went and emptied the cat box, and fog came in, and it got even colder here, and I could not get to sleep. And then I put a pair of socks on. My feet get ice cold anymore. And got under the covers, tried to get warm. Fluffy's on top of me. Little girl's sleeping on the Steelers blanket. Now Fluffy's on his Steelers blanket. And one of my socks disappeared. Finally, about noon, said to hell with it, I'm going to go to the store. I take my wool cap, I take my gloves, and suddenly one of my gloves disappeared and it falls into the cat bean bag. So I went to Safeway and got the usual sticker shock even more. They had chicken. It was $15 for a package of chicken. I'm not talking, no. And the whole chickens were $18. It's getting outrageous. So no chicken for me, at least not at Safeway. I gotta find Food Max or grocery outlet somewhere cheaper. All right, here's what I bought. I could buy chicken in a can. I bought Progresso chicken and homestyle noodles. I got 2 cans of that. I got another video to do after this. I got direct from the Mighty Heinz Art of the Burger. Okay, couldn't read that. Mustard, not ketchup. Ketchup prices are going through the roof too. Okay, 1 can of pineapple chunks because I didn't want to carry it on my back. Also because I had these to carry. 2. Oh, I sometimes wish they'd go to plastic. Martinelli sparkling cider. I got 2 bottles of that, 1 for each fist. Okay. And a little girl getting in the way as I reach for stuff. Or Fluffy. Now wait a minute. Fluffy's here. Little girl's there. I don't know who was on the Steelers blanket now this time. Okay, some mandarin oranges. 2 jars of Newman's mild salsa. Paul Newman's salsa. Need some kind of munchies. I'm losing weight. My sweats are falling off me. Act 2 Butter Lovers microwave popcorn. Some flour tortillas. Some yellow Santitas yellow corn tortilla chips. That's dipped in the salsa. I got 2 packages, 1 medium, 1 extra sharp cheddar shredded cheese. 8 packages of winter mix vegetable with broccoli and cauliflower. Put the cheese in the ice box. I got 2 ham and cheese scrambles, a beef pot roast meal. I was tempted to buy a steak, but even marked down, $8 goes to $5. I don't want to go through all my money here. Okay, we have emergency rations. The beef and bean. I bought 3 of those. I didn't really. I thought I only bought 2. beef and bean burritos, 60 cents, the cheapest thing at Safeway. Oh, they had a ridiculous thing for $15.99. I thought it was one giant Snickers bar, and I and other people were disappointed when we realized it wasn't. It's 18 Snickers bars in a giant long box. It was cool to have a 18-inch long Snickers bar. Okay, I wound up with 3 of these. Reduced fat cheddar cheese. That's kind of cool. I thought I only had 2. So I dipped I got some cherry tomatoes. I put the cheese and tortillas, and we're having a salad crisis here in California. There's a disease killing all the lettuce in the Imperial Valley. They're going to start growing lettuce in the desert. And restaurants in the Bay Area are charging a lettuce surcharge now. Okay, we have 3 packets of chicken. I got buddy bread because that's about the tortillas. It's outrageous the price of bread now. And 2 more bean burritos. Put these in the bag. This in the bag. Easily put this in the freezer. And I don't know what else is here. Oh, here we go. 2 beef smoked sausages. Try not to eat those very often. And then finally, I think there's one more item. Another ham and cheese scramble. And that's it for this haul. I'm going to go over to Kathy's Monday or Wednesday. Tuesday is going to be rain. She's doing better, but she's still sick. So Patty went over and brought her food last night after I called her and asked her, call Kathy. She really misses you talking to her. She's been very, very sick. So that's what's going on. Now, let me find the chat area here. It's 54 right now, but it will be 35 tonight. And let me see. Boop. Here we go. I got to change that. I missed the E in live. I missed the word live, for that matter. All right, here we go. So, cheese. Yes, I love cheese. So, back east, the weather is going to get hit big time. Let me try to fit my phone. Let's see what. Ugh, I keep getting cramps in my right leg. It's driving me crazy. Okay, my game is being played. Finally got my troops to start healing. Took forever. Alright, the Weather Channel says nothing. Now it's weird. On the Android phone, it takes forever to load this. On the iPhone, and I upgraded my iPhone, the iOS, this morning. Next year, I hope to get a new phone. So, dense fog advisory. Now, it's bright and sunny out there and rather warm right now, but there's a dense fog advisory, so I don't know where the dense fog is hiding. Okay, hold on. 41, 46 at 4 o'clock, and 39 at 9 p.m. Latest news. See more. I didn't know the news was called Seymour. Huge aquarium exploded in Berlin 2 days ago, killing a lot of fish, sadly. Camel jumps into snow. Man versus icy incline. Dog saved today. Home surrounded by snow. Gee, I wonder where that could be. Shell troll. Home surrounded by snow. Oop, I just lost the better shot. Now they're giving me McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's. Except for the ice cream, the iced tea, and cookies. Except we haven't had a car. I've been at McDonald's at ages. Well, Kathy used to go there for the iced tea. Okay, there's your storm. Looking ahead to the next winter storm. You can see it right there. So, I don't know. I don't want to hear about infant formula. Nothing against infants or formula, but Why do they always have to have all these ads on? Powerful winter storm ahead.
This week, and snow is only part of the story. This system will be accompanied by very strong winds and brutally cold air. Now, on Wednesday and Thursday, it moves from the plains into the Midwest and Great Lakes, and it gets really wound up. And because of that, we are looking at potential blizzard conditions. And with winds like this, you're going to see blowing and drifting snow and dangerous wind chills with that cold air that's accompanying this. Now, winds will be gusting at 40 to 50 miles per hour throughout the northern plains into the Midwest and also the Great Lakes. Now, as far as potential snowfall, here's a look, but there still is uncertainty, especially with exactly the amount of snow we'll see and then just how far south we see that snow going. So if you want to take a deeper look at this, check out our premium hit with Orland and keep checking back throughout the week for
See, they're not sure which direction the storm is going to go, whether it's going to go south, whether it's going to go east. But Pennsylvania, everything will be cold. Shall Siegschlag wake up? Oh, she sent me an email. I promised her snow. I did not. However, it did snow last week at Mount Hamilton, south of San Jose, so we did have snow. Now let me put this stuff away. I'll return. Oh, my back is cold because they keep the temperature in SAFEWAY like an iceberg, and I don't know why. Now, I wouldn't be very good at some parts of the weather, like millibars, as opposed to mini bars or marshmallow bars. But I'd tell you where the weather was if I were on TV. I always got these American Association or whatever it is, a meteorologist. And I've watched the news for 67 years. Not once have I seen a single meteor on the weather news. I have seen some meteoroid showers in the news, but they never show any meteors. I think it's very dishonest. I could be sneaky and say it will split off. Part will go east, part will go south at the same time. Or it will make an amazing turnaround and all wind up in the she slug swamp and freeze her to death. Wouldn't that be lovely? One less troll in the world. I think it's going to go mostly south, but the east will get cold. They're saying that the freezing temperatures for the Midwest with blizzard, snow, the east with temperatures dropping down to the teens. I think the south is going to get a lot of rain and ice cold temperatures. Everybody's going to freeze for Christmas. And on Joe Schiappe weather this morning, which I watched until I couldn't watch anymore, they start to digress off the weather, and that's when I leave. Joe called some of these people online are giving him grief about the weather weenies. And I said, someone should trademark that and come up with a weather weenie, The only hot dog that will still be edible in snow, sleet, hail, wind, tornadoes, hurricanes, desert sands, flooding, typhoons, tsunamis. You can still eat this hot dog and keep the condiments on it. And one thing I really miss. I'm trying not to buy chicken franks. I ate turkey franks for years. It probably gave me kidney stones because they were cheap. But I miss a good hot dog with one thing: mustard, ketchup, relish, no onions, and sauerkraut. The only place I can get sauerkraut on a hot dog is Top Dog in Berkeley. I love going to Top Dog. But it's $4 a hot dog now for a Polish. So, okay, I lost the chat thing. Hold on a minute. Where did I do here? What the heck did I do? Okay, there we go. No, this troll named Dolores Sanderson started giving me crap and started saying I was lying and claimed she works in the former Shell refinery, which is now the Martinez Refining Company. So I started calling her the Shell Sea Slug, and there is a animal and bird preserve there. It's very swampy. It's very smelly when it gets hot in the summer. I said she lives in the bottom of the swamp and sucks swamp sludge and likes to go over to the thing across the on the other side of the freeway, the sewage treatment plant, and likes to take mud baths in the sewage. So, and she's been given, how dare you talk about me? You have no right to talk about me. Well, you're a troll. You have no rights other than to shut up and leave me the hell alone. So, I forgot the vegetables. Excuse me. Trolls have no rights. Once they cross the line, they're fair game. And she called my hats ridiculous. She doesn't like the hats that the spoofer sent me. I love these hats. I think they're fun. Fun to wear these. And I have one of the Christmas stockings sitting there. I have 2 Christmas stockings on the door, but there's nowhere really to hang them. It would be so nice if I could win the lotto and have all my decorations up one year, and then I have the lighted Santa. Just put new batteries in the lighted Santa. I got this for $4. I love this little guy. It's cool when you turn the lights off. It changes colors. I got in there. Fluffy on the bed. Fluffy. So anyway, no, I don't think she lives in a van. I said she lives in the bottom of the swamp and eats dead things and dead carcasses and snails and the sea slug, the shell sea slug. So anyway, I will be doing laundry finally tonight because I have some clean shirts I found, but in a bin. But I need to wash my sweats, including the one I'm wearing. So, but if I wash the sweats, then I have to go down in a pair of shorts. So once I go out and feed a tiny one, Mama Cat Kitten Gray and the big-headed gray, the pretty sweet gray, then I'll do the laundry. And then run downstairs after 42 minutes and put it in the dryer, and then run downstairs or upstairs again and be done with laundry for the day. Now, the lotto went to the Mega Millions. I did not win. I only bought one ticket. My usual numbers went to something like 469 million. A bunch of guys won 5 out of 6. Yeah, I'm not going to eat no snails. But slugs are just beneath snails. They don't have any shells. And she only got one eye, one feeler. Slugs have 2, so if you ever been to UC Santa Cruz, their mascot is the banana slug. So I ain't no slugs, neither is Kathy. By the way, Kathy gets grossed up by slugs and snails. Anyway, but I want to tell you, it was cold. Even with the electric blanket on and blankets upon blankets, and my feet couldn't get warm. It was cold. By the way, I have the next video for my channel subscribers. I have about 18 cans that people left downstairs and a thing of Quaker Oats, which I don't know how to make. I'll probably give it to Kathy. Okay, now the two things I could use if someone wants to send them to me, I'm going to list my address, is cat litter and a package of AAA, where do I live? So used to the P.O. box. AAA rechargeable batteries. I do not believe in buying batteries that will leak mercury or go into landfill. But every device now, I've got tons of AA. I bought the Energizer chargers, and the one that came for 20 bucks at Costco, and they got more in, and they haven't had since. This came with a I tried to make a thing for the batteries out of cardboard. Didn't quite work. I'm going to have to get some Gorilla Glue to do this. But this was full of AAA batteries at one time. And I'm down to, I put the last 3 in the charger. And there's AA. You got this and a nice charger with lights. A yellow, red, and green light that tells you when it's done. This was 20 bucks. But these on eBay are up to 40 bucks now. So the limited time thing. And if you need to carry your batteries, you have a little battery suitcase. I have lots of chargers around. I'm going nuts trying to figure out where I put my DVD player so I can watch my Ancient Aliens and my Superman DVD. I have an RCA DVD player that will run almost 2 hours with Bob, that guy. I can't pronounce his name still, I apologize. So, mon ami, yes. As opposed to bon ami, which is the cleanser. Okay, let's switch hats. Saw 3 people out last night with, they were in front of their porch, and they had these giant lighted necklaces, and I have one somewhere, and I don't know where it is. So I got so much stuff I don't know where. Ever since we had to box everything up and get stuff, and it's a lot of it's at Kathy's in her closet now. I don't know where lots of stuff is, and my shop vac disappeared. I have a theory that somebody stole it, and it wasn't Kathy. So anyhow, that's about it. I'm still cold and going to Safeway. It's like being in a meat locker when you go in there. And I don't want to drink any more coffee because I drank 3 cups of coffee yesterday and spent all night running to the bathroom. So, found my gloves, found my hat. Do not know where my Steelers scarf went to. It went somewhere. And then I'm going to go to Kathy's Monday. Wednesday, if it's not raining, take about 8 bags of recyclable bottles to the recycling place if they're open. They may not be open for Christmas. They may close early. They may take the day off. I must call them first. And then, of course, what sucks about Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving, Labor Day, 4th of July, Veterans Day, Martin Luther King Day, there's no buses. So I'm stuck here. I cannot escape Martinez. Parlez-vous français? Oui, oui. I would have the baguette with the butter and the croissant. Preferably the croissant with the almond paste, not the plain croissant that crumbles all over your shirt and then you have crumbs for weeks. And no minky in the croissant, please. No minky. No minky. And that is not my dog. That's all the French I know. Mademoiselle and, what is that? Le Monde, Le something, their newspaper, and Orly, the airport, Charles de Gaulle, and there's another one. I don't know anything about France. Except fromage. They like cheese a lot. And the Parisians are supposed to be a surly lot friendly, I've heard. People out in the country like people. They're friendly. People in Paris are grumpy. I think they never got over being taken over by the Germans in World War II. I could be wrong. They're always going on strike. They're always protesting something. Every time they turn around, there's another protest in Paris. And sadly, a lot of terrorism in France. So, and Lucky Farrell's, now she's 8 weeks behind in showing videos, but she's got 4 kitties that have been spayed or neutered. She's got 3 to go. And so I hope they all get a home for New Year. The whole kitty family. And it's cost her $7,000. They're charging her $1,000 a cat, which is outrageous. So I'm going to send her $20 on the person, along with some other goodies for the kitties. I went to PetSmart and saw squeeze ups and all kinds of stuff. So I need a new cat box for the cats. I put the old one back because the small one was too small. Cat litter was going all over the place. And the cats are tracking the Fresh Step cat litter into my bed. No clay litter. How do you spell? Okay. I'm doing pretty good in that I have enough cat food. I have enough dry food, I hope, to last me till the 30th when I have to go to the store. And I have enough wet cat food for the cats, I believe. Enough wet cat food. I'm almost over 2 weeks into next month for my cats. So Slips DIXON. The only private eye that carries a banana instead of a gun, and he's always falling on the banana peels. So anyway, I put the Happy Holiday Snoopy rug down today because I found it by the door. Little girl likes to sit by the door. And I don't know why Mama Cat and Kitten are not sleeping in the kitty house as cold as it is. I don't know where they go. This morning I could not see them. They didn't come up to eat. Something or someone is kicking my water dish in the morning. There's water over the balcony. It's starting to annoy me. But I have 2 bags of bottles in the kitchen, 3 in the hallway, 3 or 4 more in the bedroom, 2 more in the hallway. So I'll try to see if I can put 8 on my folding cart, take them all up there on Wednesday. If I get $20, that's cat litter money. And on the 30th, I go take the iPad in on the 29th, the iPhone in on the 29th, pick it up the next day. Amazon has an interesting deal. They give you an Amazon Echo Show, and then they give you a mini one for kids for I think it's $69. So I may get the mini one and give it to Kathy. That way we could see each other. Because I always call her. Last night I called her and called her. Where are you? Where are you? What's wrong? Can't get hold of you. And she was asleep all day. She just passed out. She finally got some sleep. So Patty told me she went over there, brought her food, brought her tea, brought her lemons, and so she wouldn't have to go to the store. So I'm glad she finally got some decent sleep because she's been sick for about a month. And the paper, when I was in the store, said Bay Area hospitals inundated by virus. It's not just COVID, it's MRV, ARV, and the flu. So I got my doctor, it must get a flu shot. And somewhere in there, get a booster shot, but not the evil Pfizer. What's for dinner? I don't know what I'll eat for dinner. I may eat the kielbasa. I'm not going to eat the ham and cheese scramble. That's for breakfast. I may eat the beef thing. The burritos are emergency food when I'm on a munchie. So, or I may just sit here and munch on tortilla chips and tortillas with cheese. I haven't decided yet. I will see if I can take a nap. It's hard to sleep when it's 30. It's weird. 35 outside. It's 60 in here, but the walls are freezing in here. This place is nuts. Yeah, DIXON is a city just south, about 20 miles south of Sacramento. So, UC Davis is in DIXON, the agricultural college, and a hospital there, UC Hospital too. So, and lots of interesting shops in DIXON, but we've never stopped there. We're always going to Sacramento, or when we had a car, going to Reno. And I hope by next year we can get a car, or maybe rent a car. I'd like to go to Las Vegas, but who's going to feed the cats while we're gone? My neighbor will feed the outdoor cats here, Mama Cat and Kitten, but who feeds Tiny One? My friend went to Mexico. Here is my, we've never seen it, here is my, Zoa sent me a number of kitty masks. This is one of my kitty masks. I love these kitty masks. I lost one. And a couple broke, and a couple were too big, so she was very nice, Zoa Langford. Kitty mask. Every time I go to the hospital, though, my doctor, you need a cloth mask. You can't wear those. I get very indignant. That's my kitty mask. I wash those in the wash machine. Well, Santa better have the. He better have the booster. She'd have COVID, but he better have something for everything because he might get sick. She has to get better before she has her tooth pulled. So. They do. Well, they make this stuff in Watsonville, which is, you go down toward Santa Cruz, you make a left turn to Gilroy and the place at the Garlic Festival. I think that was Gilroy, and Watsonville was down there. So this is way south, about 90 miles. Every store has this stuff. They must spend all their time stomping apples in a vat or something. And the Valero has my Irish cream, the only place you can get Irish cream creamer, and Safeway has stopped my International Delight completely. So I have to go to Navio Foods or Target, and the company, the International Delight people, said, we can't get the Irish cream because of manufacturing problems. I don't know why. Maybe the Irish cream ingredients come from China or Russia. There was a thing to get purification filters so that if you get an attack, nuclear biological attack, can't get those anymore. They all came from Russia. Not allowed to buy stuff from Russia, although lots of Russian stuff is coming through black markets. So DIXON cider, I don't know from DIXON cider. I've had mead once a long time ago, and what's great with cider, if you put cinnamon or cinnamon sticks, apple cider. Never had hard cider. I know it's alcoholic, but I don't know what it tastes like. So. I apologize for yawning. And of course, you could donate to Super Chat, and you can join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month, where you have content you'll see nowhere else. I'm going to do the can video after I have a nap. I'm tired. Usually when I drink cider, well, this, I just drink it in a glass or sometimes straight out of the bottle. But hot cider, I wait till it cools off and I'll put it in a cup. I had DIXON cider, more than two to get. I didn't know hard DIXON cider. I didn't know there was hard DIXON. I have to investigate this DIXON cider business. So, Rick weather. Mega Christmas blizzard and polar vortex snowstorm of the century Christmas blizzard. Sumas, Washington, winter storm blowing snow. Let's see. East Coast snowstorm 8 days ago. Northeast PA, Western New York, heavy lake effect snow now. No, live storms media. So Northeast Pennsylvania and Western New York is getting lake effect snow. And let's see, weather in 5 ahead of Christmas features. Joe Chiappi 24 minutes ago. Joe Chiappi, CIOFI, and usually the Joe and Joe show, weather show. 2 meteorologists retired from television. And let me see more else here. I watched Joe Chiappi and Direct Weather. I've been watching both of those guys for years. Okay, that's about it. So it is snowing back east. Dixon, and Gordon. Okay, strange names. Not very inventive of their appearance. Like that guy with Little Caesar, you go Pan, you know, it must be his name. Or he plays the flute. So now in 5 days, count them 5. I'm gonna put this on the board here. In beep beep beep. In 5 days, reach the start of my 12th anniversary on YouTube. Donations that day would be appreciated, and there are now over 5,000, count them, 5,000 videos on YouTube. All these guys spend all their time running around getting drunk on cider. That's why there's so many accidents in Sacramento or on the 80 and the Causeway. These guys are all swerving all over the road, smashed to the gills on cider. Officer only had 3 glasses. I only drank it in these bottles here. That's non-alcoholic, officer. I didn't have any of that hard stuff. I would never drink and drive with the hard stuff, you know. Not me, officer. Must have gotten hold of somebody. Must have been tainted or something. It sure was potent, though. So, I could see all these guys prepping. They're stockpiling big vats of hard cider in their basements, you know. If they have a basement in California, which is a very rare thing. Basements are back east and sometimes Oklahoma. Oklahoma today, by the way, got ice cold. It went from the morning 50, it would drop down to the 20 and down to the teens, so really cold. And something during the night shook, or this morning, I can't remember. I think it was this morning. I'm sitting on the bed and something shook this building, but I checked the USGS earthquake listing and nothing. But we did have a 3.5 earthquake yesterday morning about 3:30 a.m. Not 5:30, in Berkeley down the road. So, well, I was born with this malady, officer. It's when I got trapped in a mechanical Christmas tree mulcher, and so the tree grew on my head. They can't take it off. It's permanently attached to my head, and every once in a while the lights go on, and the FCC sends me letters saying I'm interfering with radio transmissions. So, however, the Greys can find me whenever they want from space. Grays know where I am at all times. They have not abducted me because they know I am the Grays' friend. I don't know. I have to ask her. I don't think she's ever had hard cider, but I love hot apple cider and with cinnamon sticks. I'll have to get some. I'll have to get or apple juice even if I can't get cider. Um, Kathy and I don't drink much, so I don't know. And lately she's been getting dizzy and all that, so I don't think it would be a good idea. I get dizzy if I bend over too fast, like to pet the cats or feed the cats. I start getting dizzy. That's been going on for a couple of years now. So, all these guys want to get Kathy drunk off their ass, huh? Off her ass, I mean. I'm not going to film Kathy getting drunk. No, it wouldn't be nice. By the way, separate animal. I have a subscription in my name for her of tea time in the last issue, not the one that just came. This was a very good issue. Lots of yummy cakes in there and pies and dinner tea. She loves the magazine Tea Time, so bought a subscription for her and I gave it to her when it shows up here. Does not like Victoria though. Said it's gone downhill. Well, I don't know. I don't know if she can handle it or not. I'm not going to call her right now because I want her to get as much rest as she can so she can get the bad tooth pulled. I found a flannel pillowcase this morning. Up, Fluffy is on the Steelers blanket and little... Wait a minute. Oh, I see what the problem is. There's white on the Steelers blanket. So I looked over there. I thought it was Fluffy. It's the little girl. Fluffy is behind me. So I thought Fluffy was there. The little girl was here. Fluffy is wagging his tail. Fluff, baby boy. Baby boy. My boy. Yes. Little girl is on the Steelers blanket. So they're battling to see who is in control of the Steelers blanket. Yeah, they're fighting harder for the Steelers blanket than the Steelers fight in the games, you know. Fire Mike Tomlin, by the way. I don't know if you're allowed to send that or not in the mail. If you're allowed to send alcoholic beverages, I know you can ship wine. But I'm not going to call her now. She slept all night last night. She needs a rest. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do that. Give her a couple days to recover from this, and then she has to go to the dentist. I don't know which tooth it is, but it's very badly infected. So I appreciate that, but she may not like the idea of hard cider. I don't know. I got to ask her. But I'm trying to leave her alone. I call her every night to make sure she's okay, if she's doing better. Her voice has gotten better, so she's slowly getting better. But I wanted to have full recovery, get the tooth pulled, and then recover from that. Yeah, well, I'm not, in this case, I'm not going to call Kathy. I want her to rest. She hasn't gotten much sleep over the last few days. So please, I'm not trying to be mean. I am not going to call Kathy now. She needs to rest. Okay. And that's not nice to say Christmas, Granny. I don't believe you have access to DIXON CIDER. You send him a picture. All right, Granny, send him a picture of yourself. There you go. You didn't say send him a picture of the cider. No, I'm not going to call other people. Sorry. I need to call my bed soon. I'm getting tired, I'm hungry, and I'm going to go to sleep. I only call my friend Paul and one or two other people, and some people I call them, they aren't answering the phone, and some numbers I've lost, so. I don't know if they have popcorn or not. They used to, but I think they got rid of that number. I think they got rid of that number in the 90s. You could call 936 or something like that. They had that in the Bay Area for years. Hang on, let me look this up because I never heard of DIXON cider. Okay, hold on. This may all be a troll hoax, and there is no DIXON cider. Okay, there's shirts. DIXON Cider is a musical group. Hold on. Lavery Brewing Company, Untapped. Where the heck is it? Appelwein. I know what Appelwein is. In the back of my head somewhere. That is the Lavery Brewing Company. I have no idea. It doesn't say. Scrolling to the bottom, they don't tell you where they are. That's weird. Indian Creek Country Club, wherever the hell that is. DIXON Cider, DIXON apostrophe S. So I have no idea where this place is. Let me. Hold on. DIXON Cider, Graham Slam Brewing. Another place that won't tell me where they are. Well, hold on. Hold on. I am live, so watch what you're saying. They're asking me, have you ever had DIXON cider? It's a hard apple cider. Hello?
Oh, I thought you would call me.
Oh, you sound terrible. I thought you were getting better.
You know, call me back because I wanted to talk about what Patty gave over yesterday, all right?
Well, look, I don't want you to strain your voice, but I got no sleep this morning. I went to Safeway. I'm really tired. I need a nap. Can I call you later on?
Yes.
All right. I love you. See you later. Bye. Oh, there's Kathy. Her voice sounds terrible, so she wants to talk to you about Patty, but her voice is very hoarse, so I'm not gonna. What is this? Oh, DIXON Cider is a fictitious brand of apple cider, which that Urban Dictionary, I don't think that's true. Apparently it's hard cider. Here's another one in British Columbia. Dickens cider. No obscenity. Dickens Old English cider. Lavery, Dickens Vodka Fusion Apple Cranberry. I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay. So it must exist in some form. Excuse me, Jedi Miller is probably that, what's-his-face Miller that's on the, associated with the spooper, and he's already a troll and has been banned from this channel. So, what I said about Howie Cat is absolutely true. Howie Cat was a disgusting A-word and a troll who sent me horrible things in the mail. So, goodbye. Don't come on again, Miller. And, you know, I said, whatever I said was about Holly Cat was the absolute truth. Sent me gay pornography, things about herpes, things about AIDS. Sweet potatoes, I'm allergic. I think she could use hot apple cider, but I told her hot tea, so. And I'm not got to go near her physically. I'm taking magazines up to her, but I'll hand them to her through the door and go home because I can't afford to get sick. So this Miller has been harassing me on and off. He comes up with new names, harasses me in emails. I've done videos about me, which I got some removed. So you know, they always defend this major troll Holly Cat that died, who was and his former girlfriend is a real scumbag too. She conned people out of $4,000, claiming she needed an operation. She was no, not an operation. She was terminally ill with cervical cancer. Then she came around and said they found that I didn't have cervical cancer, and she kept the money. So that's a crook. That's a con woman. All right, with that in mind, I am going to leave. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Every time I come in here, nobody donates to the channel. I get very tired of that. And to get hounded over and over, Kathy needs this, call Kathy when she's sick, is just plain wrong. Have a great day. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Stay warm, stay safe. And that's it. So I'm out of here. Bye-bye for now.